everybody, welcome back to my modern homestead. I'm Janet for those who are new here, and I want to take just a second to thank you to all my new subscribers. I hope you enjoy your time here. Please pardon me, I'm going to do my best not to sniff during this video or cough. I have been sick, but I've got things to do, you guys. I can't just sit around and wait. Excuse me. Now, Jake is behind the camera this morning. Is it straight, Jake? It looks a little crooked.
It's straight.
Okay. What I'm doing now, pardon my green beans, we've got to get those canned. Listen, Jake helped me out with those yesterday. So what I'm doing now is getting my ingredients together for a sourdough. I've been working with my sourdough starter that Morgan Monday gave me. Sorry. But I wanted to tell you where I got the recipe. Jake, are you sure that's straight? That's crooked. Okay. I have been following Gina at Homejoys on her blog for years. I think 2008 is when she started her blog. I haven't been following that long. But anyway, I contacted her and asked for permission to use her sourdough recipes in a sourdough challenge for myself. Now, you guys know I struggle with bread to begin with, so I really don't know what I'm doing with sourdough. But I wanted to bring you along to show you the realities of learning to bake bread. It's not easy for everybody. It sure isn't for me. So let's get started. The very first recipe I'm going to do is Gina's sourdough. I'm not super excited about that one because it's a loaf of bread, baby. You gotta be still. But the one I'm really excited about is tomorrow's, or the next day, which is grissini, and it's twisted. Oh, it's gonna be so exciting. I hope it works. So anyway, let's go. Okay, the first thing we're going to do is mix up our ingredients. We need 2 cups of the active starter. It's starting to fall a little bit, but it's just gonna have to work. 1 cup of milk, 1/2 cup of water, 1/4 cup of melted butter or oil, 1/4 cup of honey, 2.5 cups of whole wheat flour, 3 cups of white flour. She did say you could use all of one white, or you can divide it up between the 2. And 3 teaspoons of salt, but we're not going to put the salt in yet. That comes later. So let's get all this together. Okay, I have all the ingredients together, so let's get this started. I have 1 cup of milk and 1/2 cup of water. I'll just mix them all in this 1 cup. And then I have 1/4 cup of melted butter. And we have the honey. That is 1/4 cup of honey. And then I have 2.5 cups of whole wheat and 3 cups of white flour. Just pour those all in. And let's mix it all together for 2 to 3 minutes. Okay, I think I've already messed up somewhere because this recipe says that this dough should not be dry and stiff, but should be soft and sticky. this is neither one. I think I'm going to add just a touch of water. Okay, so I have the dough, the dough sticky. I don't know that I would call it soft, but it is sticky. I don't know what I did. So anyway, I'm just going to let it sit here and rest for 20 minutes before I add the salt. Okay guys, I just was not happy with that dough. It was just entirely too stiff because her recipe specifically said this dough should not be dry or stiff. So what I've been doing is just adding tiny bits of milk and mixing it in. I couldn't even stir it with my spoon, so I know something just was not right. It's early in the morning, I'm sick, so who knows what happened. So anyway, the dough is much softer now. I added a little more water and a little more milk. I'm just going to finish mixing this in, and then we'll let it rise. See how much squishier it is now? It's sticky and squishy. I think that's more of what we're going for. I still don't know if, I think this still may be too stiff, but we're just going to go with it. Okay, y'all, here's the recipe. It says 3 teaspoons of salt. I am so sorry. I'm pretty sure I did 3 teaspoons of salt. So it says put that on and knead for 5 minutes. This dough is much softer now. I hope I didn't mess up too bad. But anyway, as you knead, that will mix the salt in. So we'll just keep going for 5 minutes. Okay, this feels a little too dry still. I'm just going to add about that much milk. And when I was adding milk and water before, that's just what I did. Just little dribbles. All right, my timer just went off. We've got all the milk and salt mixed in. So at this point, what we do is take the dough. Sorry, it was stuck to the counter. And we're going to put it in this bowl. Now I oiled the bowl. Flip it over. And we're going to let this sit for 3 to 4 hours and let it rise. And then we'll be back. We're going to let it double in size. Okay guys, sorry. I was looking at this dough in this bowl, and you have to let it nearly double, and I was afraid it was going to get too big for that bowl, so I just moved it back into this mixing bowl. I just oiled the bowl and transferred the dough. Just wanted you to know what happened there when you see it later. Okay, right now while the dough is rising, I'm going to get my beans. I'm going to start soaking them to wash them. I actually have a few more over here. Excuse me. But we have something really exciting that we've got to go do. So hold on just a second and watch what happens.
I got my dog.
We got doggos.
Doggos. Show my dog. Hey, Millie.
We got Millie, and then the puppy's Mac.
Okay, our dough has risen now for about 4 hours. My house is really cool. I don't know how much that's actually going to rise. So anyway, what I'm going to do is take it and divide it in half. I'm going to make 2 loaves and put them into the pans to rise. All right, let's divide this in. I think this looks like the smaller half. So we're going to put it in the smaller loaf pan. One loaf. And the second loaf. And then at this point, we're just going to let it rise for another 2 to 3 hours before we bake it. These aren't going to be the prettiest, but I just want it done. I don't care if it's pretty at this point. It's been a long day. Okay, there we go. Let's just let them rise. Hi, Millie. Hi. What's your good girl?
Baby. Ow.
Hi. Millie, what's all that whining about? What are you whining about? Huh? Yes. Well, tell him get those stinky feet off of you. Tell him get those stinky feet off of you. Okay, guys, it's been a little over 2 hours. I put these in my laundry room while I had my dryer going. So it says now to slash them. I don't know how to slash them. So here goes nothing. All right, so we're going to put them in the oven for 30 to 35 minutes. All righty, I just took the loaves out of the oven. They smell wonderful. Please pardon all my green bean stuff. But what I'm going to do now is just rub them down with some butter so they'll stay soft, and then let them cool down. I'm probably going to flip them out onto a cooling rack. Okay, I'll just rub them down just like this. Oops, sorry. Melissa had to leave for BBS. I'm trying to do this one-handed. Just rub it down really well. Okay, y'all, this is completely cooled. I'm sorry about the lighting in here. The sun is going down. Now, I don't know a whole lot about sourdough bread. I don't know what this should look like. But here we go. It's a little more moist than store-bought bread, but all my bread is always like that. But I am on a mission. I am not going to be defeated by bread. Y'all tell me. Is that right? Thank y'all for joining me. I always love it when you come see me. So, until we meet again, I hope that you are blessed. Have a great day. Mwah. Love you guys. I don't know if it looks right, but it tastes good. Remember, this is whole wheat and white mixed. I like it. Bye, guys. One more thing, you guys, I forgot to mention. Don't forget to come back for our next video because we'll be doing another sourdough recipe. I'm not quite sure if this one is right or not. I love it. In fact, it's probably one of my favorite homemade breads, and you can ask my family. I don't normally like my homemade breads, but I did this one, so I can't wait to try the next one. See you next time.